Hello and welcome back to the channel Cybersecurenation. Your free ethical hacking guide continues with day 13. In our last video, we looked at how to extract emails and how to find username using tools like Red Hawk and Sherlock. Today we'll dive into scanning. This is another phase of penetration testing. So in the last section, we were focusing on the first phase of penetration testing, which is information gathering. It is time to kick off our scanning phase. So how does this differ from information gathering? Scanning operates at a much deeper level. While the first phase was about collecting general details like emails, phone numbers, and broad data, scanning focuses entirely on the technology side. Our goal here is to map out the technical aspects of our target. We will discuss our specific goals in a moment, but you might be wondering, what exactly are we going to scan? Remember, you cannot simply perform scans on just any target you choose. Don't worry though, for this stage and every future stage, we will be using vulnerable virtual machines. While there are many paid options available, I will be sticking to free ones for this course so that everyone can download, install, and practice hacking them. These virtual machines run outdated, vulnerable software that we can exploit in the third stage. They are also very lightweight, meaning you can run them alongside Kali Linux without needing powerful hardware. Importantly, the penetration testing process here will mirror a real-world scenario exactly. The only distinction is that we know beforehand that these machines have weaknesses, whereas in a real engagement, you would have to discover that fact yourself. However, simply knowing a machine is vulnerable isn't enough. We need to pinpoint the specific weakness and how to leverage it. This is where scanning comes in. Using our Kali Linux machine, we will exchange packets directly with the target. When the target sends packets back, it hopefully reveals useful details about the system. We will be sending TCP and UDP packets. These are simply protocols used to transmit data, and we will dive deeper into them in the next video. For now, just view them as communication methods that allow us to extract information from our target. I keep mentioning information and scanning, but what is our actual objective? We are hunting for open ports. To be clear, I don't mean physical slots like USB ports. I mean virtual open ports that every computer uses to host software and communicate with other machines across the internet. For instance, the fact that you are watching this on a website means the hosting server has port 80 open. Port 80 is the standard for web servers and is used for HTTP. So, whenever you browse a site, you are connecting to that machine on port 80 or perhaps port 443, which is used for HTTPS. This is the secure version of HTTP. These are the most common ports you will find open during an external scan, meaning a scan performed while you are not on the same network as the target. In contrast, if you're doing internal scanning, for example, testing a company's network from the inside, you might find port 21 open. This handles FTP or file transfer protocol used for moving files. There are many others as well. You might see port 22. This is SSH for remote command execution, port 53 DNS, or port 25 SMTP. In fact, every system has 65535, that's 65,533 available ports for both TCP and UDP. It only takes one open port running one piece of vulnerable software to make a target exploitable. Generally, the most secure machines have all ports closed. These are typically home devices like laptops or gaming consoles that don't need to host services for anyone else to connect to. However, servers and corporate machines must keep specific ports open to function, whether to host a web page or transfer files internally. The risk arises when the software running on those open ports is outdated or flawed. Our job as hackers is to scan the machine for open ports and exploit it through that vulnerable software. For this section, our goal is simply to scan the target for open ports, identify what software is running on them, and drill down to find the exact software version. Are you ready? We have a lot of ground to cover. In this section, we will master one of the most critical tools in a hacker's arsenal. It is called Nmap.